Namaste friends. In this lecture we start with module 4 of Basic Electronics 18 ELN 24. Before we start with this module 4, let us recall the few of the things that we have studied in our regular classes in the college. We know electricity is an important form of energy. Why? Because we cannot even imagine a life without electricity. Just like we are using our mobile phones, laptops, TV, or even internet in mobile phones, or at home we have fridge, washing machines, mixer grinders. So these things will not work without electricity. So therefore electrical energy is very important for us. The subject electronics deals with the control of flow of electricity. In 18 ELN 24, that is our basic electronics subject, we study basics of electronics. Electronics as such controls deals with the control of electrical energy. Basic electronics deals with some of the basics of electronics. What are these basics? So semiconductors and few semiconductor devices, their characteristics, their properties, and how these semiconductor devices can be used to control the electrical energy. The most basic semiconductor device that can be formulated or that can be formed is diode. It is also known as PN junction diode, PN diode, etc. PN junction diode is formed by combining P-type material and a N-type material. So a diode thus formed by combining P and N-type materials has a special property. It is very different from that of a regular conductor. So what is this difference? The diode actually conducts only in one direction, whereas a regular conductor, for example a copper conductor, a aluminum conductor, etc., so they conduct in both the directions, whereas diode conducts only from P side to N side. It will not conduct current in from N side to P side. There is one advantage as we have discussed, but there is certain disadvantage about diode. So on the one side it can control the direction of the electrical current flow, but on the other hand it cannot control the flow of current, how much current it can conduct. So that is not possible. So for that we need a special type of device that is known as a transistor. So transistor is a 3-terminal device which not only controls the direction of the current flow, which can also control the amount of current flow through the device, so through itself, with the help of the control terminal. Earlier we have studied one type of transistor in the module 2, that is nothing but FET, field effect transistor. In this module we study another set of transistor, that is bipolar junction transistor. The module heading is BJT applications, feedback amplifiers and oscillators. So let us first look into the syllabus of this module. So what are the important applications of the transistor? It is nothing but amplification and as a switch. BJT as an amplifier and BJT as a switch, they are the two basic applications of a transistor. And then one case study we have to see for BJT as a switch, that is transistor switch circuit to switch on switch off an LED, switch on switch off of a lamp in a power circuit using a relay. Next we have to study the feedback amplifiers. In the amplifier itself we have feedback amplifiers. There are two types of feedbacks we can think of. One is called as a positive feedback, another is called as a negative feedback. So in the positive feedback, generally it is used for oscillators, that we will see. In the negative feedback, we have to study the principal properties, advantages, and then types of negative feedback. There are 4 different types of feedbacks, out of which we have to study one thing here, voltage series feedback, and then gain stability with the feedback. These all are the topics we have to study about feedback amplifiers. Then we have to study the oscillators. As we have discussed, positive feedback leads to oscillations. So there we have to study the Bar-Coushain criteria for oscillation, and then 2 types of oscillators. They are RC phase shift oscillators and Weinbridge oscillators. So at the end of the module, we have to study one important IC, that is IC 555 timer. So like op-amp MUA741 we have studied in the 3rd module, we also have to study one of the very special, very important IC, that is 555 timer. There are 3 different modes of operation for this IC, that is astable mode of operation, then monostable mode of operation, and bistable mode of operation. But in our syllabus we have to study only the first one, astable mode of operation. There we have to study astable oscillator using IC 555 timer. So we will see some basics of BJT. These things we had studied in 2nd PUC. So bipolar junction transistor is short formed as BJT. It is a 3-terminal, 3-layer, 2-junction semiconductor device. So what are the 3 terminals? Emitter, base and collector. Short form E, B and C. Then we have to study the then we have seen the 3 layers here, N, P and N type layers. So N type emitter region, P type base region, N type collector region. They are the 3 layers. And then there are 2 junctions. They are nothing but junction 1 and junction 2, PN. So P type here, N type here. One PN junction, P type here and N type here, another PN junction. So 2 junctions we have in this device. So 3 terminals, emitter, base, collector, 3 layers, the N layer, P layer and again N layer. They are the 3 layer, and then 2 junction. They are junction 1 and junction 2. The junction 1 is known as emitter base junction. Junction 2 is known as collector base junction. So the symbol of the different types of BJTs, one is NPN BJT. So if we have NPN type of layer, then it is NPN BJT. If we have PNP region, then it is PNP BJT. So NPN BJT, the symbol, the current direction is from base to emitter, and for PNP the current direction is from emitter to base. So now if we look at the applications of BJT, so there are 2 important applications. So first one is the amplification application. The second one is the switching application. If we recall, in our module 2 I told you the transistor basic application is 2. One is amplification, another one is switching. Whether it is a junction field effect transistor, whether it is a MOSFET or whether it is a BJT, any type of transistor, the application, important applications are 2, the amplification as well as switching. So what is amplification? It is a process of increasing the power of a signal. So if we have a 5 milliwatt signal, so if we can make it to a 10 milliwatt, 20 milliwatt or 100 milliwatt, then the signal is said to be amplified. So amplifier which can increase the power level of a signal. For example, audio amplifier, which are very familiar to us. So if we look at this diagram, this is a example of a audio amplifier. So here we can see there are 2 speakers. as well as a amplifier inbuilt. So we can connect a signal from the microphone to this amplifier. It can amplify and give it as a amplified signal. So where is the application? So of course we have seen in these loudspeakers in different functions, orchestras, or a public gathering for politicians, etc. We have seen such type of, or even in our college fests and all. So this is a combined type of amplifier. That means it has a speaker and amplifier combined in itself. So there is a second example here. This is a special type of amplifier. That it doesn't contain any speaker here, only amplifier that is present. So if we look at the circuit, so it is very simple. Amplifier circuit is this. So a transistor, NPN transistor, is connected here, and then initially it has to be energized. So that is known as the biasing of the amplifier. So NPN transistor has to be energized with the help of a battery of 9 volt. So with the help of these resistors here, R1, R2, RC and RE. So these are the important resistors for biasing and then setting the operating point. So once we energize it properly with the help of a DC source, then we can apply a signal to be amplified on the input side, and then we can take the output on the output side here from the collector side. So the input whatever we give here will get amplified on the output side. So instead of this Vin, a voltage source here, if we connect a microphone here like this, so that is actually the audio amplifier. Now it is a proper audio amplifier. You connect a microphone, 2 wires from the microphone as a input to this amplifier, so we get the output like this. So we get the signal amplified here. The next application is nothing but the switching. Switching is nothing but turning on and turning off process. Okay, so we see this example here. So this contains a transistor in the switching mode of operation. So whenever this LDR is used for this switching application, LDR can change its value of resistance depending on the light falling on it. So during the daytime, the light is falling on the LDR and then the value of the resistance is very less. In that case, transistor will be in the off condition. So once transistor is in the off condition, LED is also in the off condition. When the sun sets, light falling on LDR becomes very low, or no light is falling on LDR. In that case, the LDR resistance is very high, which turns on the transistor Q1. Once transistor is on, a collector current starts flowing. So this is the collector side of the transistor. So when collector is current is flowing, so it will also drive the LED. So LED will be on. So this is a simple example of a automatic turn on turn off of street light. So instead of this LDR, we can connect a LED. We can connect this side with a relay, and that relay in turn can be used to turn on and turn off the actual street light, because street light needs very high power. So it needs a large current which cannot be handled with the help of transistor. So for that we should use a relay. A relay can drive a higher currents. So therefore this is just a symbolic representation of automatic turn on turn off of a street light, but in actual application we have to replace this LED with a relay, and relay in turn can turn on a street light, or even we can use it in the smart home, automatic turn on turn off of a garden lamps, etc. So these things is possible in this application, in this mode of operation of the BJT. So the mode of operation is switching mode. In the previous we have studied mode of operation is amplification. So here we stop this lecture 1. So in the lecture 2, let us start with the application of the BJT as an amplifier. So amplifier circuit, we will also derive the expression for the voltage gain, how much amplification is happened, and then the feedback amplifiers and all those things we will study. Okay, so thank you for watching. Take care.